Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're going to be doing a super simple kind of classic fall makeup look. I know that I did a classic warm look using all drugstore products a few weeks back, but I wanted to bring it back to the basics and just do kind of like that timeless look that I feel like looks good on everybody. So I wanted to create this look using some of my current favorites, holy grails, you guys already know. And I'm also very grateful for today's sponsor, which is Hailey's Beauty. Huge shout out to them for working with me on today's video. And they were also kind enough to host a giveaway for you guys, so I'm super excited. There's going to be 50 winners, so stay tuned. We'll talk about that in a minute. But for today, I'm going to be using the Instagram filter Duo. This is like the main moment in today's look, and I'm so obsessed with the combination of both of these products. The primer and the powder are two of my favorites, and they recently reformulated their Refine Primer, so it is better than ever, and you guys will see it today in action. So you get 25% off on this bundle starting today when you guys are watching this video. So click the link down below if you guys are interested. And for the giveaway, it is super simple. Just head over to Instagram. There will be a photo on Hailey's Beauty's Instagram, and all you have to do is follow me, follow Hailey's Beauty, save the post, and just comment on there and tag a friend. And all 50 winners will receive a $30 credit to Hailey'sBeauty.com. So if you guys are interested in the Instagram bundle, or if you just want to try out some of the other products on Hailey's Beauty, you guys can do that with your credit that you get on their website. So good luck to you guys, and there will be plenty more giveaways on my main channel as well, so stay tuned. So yeah, it's always an honor to work with Hailey's. I have actually been on QVC with them. They are such a kind team, you guys. They are so sweet. Their products are amazing. I love that they're vegan, cruelty-free, and it is a female-owned business, female chemist to be exact. So I love to support indie brands and especially female-owned businesses. So go show Hailey some love and head over to their Instagram to enter the giveaway, and good luck to you guys. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Grab a snack, get cozy, and let's get into it. Alrighty, so we are starting off with a fresh face, no makeup, and I'm gonna do brows first. And if you guys have been watching my videos, you know that I have been loving the Oma Beauty 2-in-1 brow styler. So this is a brow pencil and a brow gel all in one. It's been my go-to brow product. So I'm just gonna use this to outline and fill in my brows. I like to kind of outline first, just to get the shape that I want, and then I will just kind of fill everything in with the same pencil. This comes in a couple different shades as well, and you can get this at Walmart. It's like $8 or $9, and ever since I picked this up, I cannot put it down because it's just so convenient. I love the formula of it. Then they're gonna look a little crazy, but I'm gonna clean them up with some concealer. So I'm gonna use the NYX Full Coverage Concealer. This one's just the one in the jar. I know that this is so hard to find. When I found this the last time, I found it at TJ Maxx. So it's like one of those like kind of discontinued products that is hit or miss, that might be available online sometimes, but like it might not be. But I always say that you could pretty much use any concealer as long as maybe it's a little bit thicker, because it just makes it easier to carve out your brows. You could even use a stick foundation as well. But I'm gonna use this just to carve out the brows. And then of course I'm using my e.l.f. Flawless Concealer Brush, which this was in my bundle. If you guys watched my last video, then you saw that I got to work with e.l.f. and curate my very own bundle with all of my favorite products. This is like my all-time favorite brush that I've been using for years, and I use it every time I do my makeup. I pretty much literally use it in every single video as well, but I want to give you guys also a big thank you for all the love on my bundle. I was just like completely blown away by the support, so I appreciate you guys so much. You're the best. So now that the brows are done, I'm gonna do the eyes, and they're gonna be super simple, but I always like to do brows, eyes, and then face, unless I'm doing something very basic, which I mean, technically I could do the face first, but it's just my routine. I just like to do eyes before face. So I'm gonna prime the lids because I am gonna do some winged liner, and I might do a little bronzer in the crease, which normally whenever I do this look, I don't prime the lids, but I just wanna cancel everything out, and I feel like it is necessary, especially if you do have really oily eyelids. That way your eyeliner and everything lasts all day. So I'm just gonna use my Rare Beauty eye primer that I love. This is my go-to, and I'm just gonna use this to kind of just cancel everything out on my lids and make it look nice and even in just one color. And again, I'm using another Flawless Concealer brush from e.l.f. just to blend in that primer. I love this eye primer. It's the best. Now we're gonna do some eyeliner. This is my favorite liquid liner. It is the Essence Super Precise Eyeliner. Love this because it's super black and it dries down nice and matte, and the formula is great. It's long lasting. So I'm just gonna do some winged liner. So this is kind of how I've been doing it lately. I like to start with the tail first, and then I kind of like, I'll show you. Start with the tail first, and then I start from the center of my lid and kind of extend that over to the wing. And then I just take that right there and just fill it in. All right, not perfect, but I think this is as good as it's gonna get. We are keeping everything super simple. I'm gonna curl my lashes, tight line, and do some mascara. Also, comment down below and let me know what you guys are doing for Halloween, like if you're dressing up. I'm like trying to decide what me, Hector, and Bernard should do. So if you guys have any suggestions, let me know. And today I'm gonna use the Rare Beauty mascara, by the way. I still love this, it's so good. I love just like volume, the thickness, and the length that this adds to the lashes. So I said to myself that I wasn't gonna do last minute costumes, and here we are in like the middle of October basically, and what do you know, we're gonna do probably last minute costumes. Now I'm gonna tight line my upper lash line. This is a crucial step, especially when you're doing a look like this that's kind of more minimal and basic. You always want to make sure that you're tight lining, that way there's no gaps whenever you have your lashes on, and then you can't see any gaps from like the lashes to the liner, because then it just doesn't look really seamless. So I'm using the LA Girl Shockwave Neon Eyeliner in the shade Blackout. I should have did this first. Luckily, I don't have on any eyeshadow, just the primer, but I'm just gonna take a little wipe and just wipe through it. Normally, I would use like a Q-tip, but believe it or not, I completely ran out of Q-tips. I'm gonna have to go to the dollar store and get some because, okay, random, now that we're talking about it, but Dollar Tree has my favorite Q-tips. All right, we got that fixed. So now for lashes, I'm thinking about going in with these Extension Seeker 3D curl lashes from Salon Perfect. They're in the style 661. Okay, these are cute. I'm gonna put these on. They are just like a really light wispy lash. They're not too dramatic, but they definitely add a little curl and volume. So I'm gonna pop these on with my favorite, of course, Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive. This is the only lash glue you will ever need. It's $3, latex free. You can get it at Walmart and is bomb. So I'm gonna apply a thin layer of glue. This is key. Don't use too much glue and let it dry for at least 30 seconds. That is pretty much it. So this is like the most basic eye look ever, but like you can't go wrong with winged liner and lashes. All right guys, so now we're gonna do some skin prep. So we're gonna do some primer water, and today I'm gonna use the Milani Supercharged Revitalizing Facial Mist. I really like this because it is very like refreshing and citrusy, and it just adds some hydration back to the skin. I'm a firm believer in primer water. I feel like it just makes your products melt into the skin versus sitting on top of the skin. So I always use this every time I do my makeup. I tend to switch out my primer waters out, but this is one of my favorites. Then I'm gonna use 2 primers today because I'm extra like that and I have my reasons. So first I'm gonna use the Milani SPF 30 primer. This is kind of like a moisturizer to me. It feels like a moisturizer, but it has SPF in it. I love this with so many different foundations. I also really like it because even though there's SPF in it, you can't tell. Like there's no white cast, there's no SPF scent. Blends so easily into the skin. So you can see, you can use a lot of this and it's not gonna give you a white cast. There's no strong scent. Blends into the skin really easily as if it was a moisturizer. So this is a really good primer. It doesn't fill in your pores though, so that's why I usually like to use this and then over top use a pore filling primer. And to fill in the pores and smooth the skin out, today I'm going to use the Hailey's Beauty Refine Soft Matte Poreless Primer. So Hailey's recently reformulated their primer, and if you guys remember way back when, I loved their old Refine primer, and this is their old packaging. Like what a difference. And I thought this was really good. It smoothed out my skin, and it was one of those pore filling primers where you could actually notice a difference. So then when I found out that they were reformulating, I was like, okay, this is everything that I didn't know that I needed, because the new formula is a lot more nourishing. It's a little bit silkier and smoother, and it's literally like a universal primer that you could wear with any foundation, and it's great for all skin types. So this is what it looks like. You can kind of see it is just like a very creamy, easy to work with product, and it's just going to smooth you out. So I'm going to apply this on my T-zone. Absolutely love it. And the formula is just, like I said, so much better than the original one that they had. And I loved the original. So just when I thought I couldn't love it anymore, they reformulated and made it even better. So this will smooth you out and extend your makeup as well. So it's like just a good all around universal face primer. And you can actually now get this along with the Retouch Soft Focus Setting Powder. And this is the Instagram filter duo that I love. So you can get this duo for $25, which is an amazing value. It's literally 25% off. Normally this retails for $34 if you buy everything separately. So this is an amazing deal, and this primer will last you forever because you just need a little bit. I'm going to be using the powder in just a minute after we do, of course, all the creams, but check out this duo if you guys are interested. Everything will be linked down below. So we are smoothed out, poreless, and ready for foundation. So I'm going to use the Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue foundation, and I have this one in the shade 115 Light Medium. I'm going to do one pump because I need the coverage today. So I'm just going to blend this in with the Haley's Beauty Brilliant Kabuki brush, another favorite. I love this foundation brush because it doesn't absorb any of my liquids. It just really packs on the product, and it still gives me really great coverage. So I normally like to start off with just a couple dots on my face, and then if needed with the product that's on the back of my hand, I'll just kind of build it up as I go, because I don't need a ton of foundation all over my face. I just need a little bit more in certain areas, like right here and right here and right here. And then usually my forehead is where I use the least amount of product, unless obviously I'm breaking out, but like in general, I feel like my forehead is usually pretty good. I actually do have a little pimple right up here, so what I'm going to do, I have a little bit of foundation left over on the back of my hand, and I'm going to take my e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush, and I'm just going to kind of concentrate that right onto that little pimple because it's all close to my hairline. So with that bigger brush, it can be a little difficult to blend, but with this brush, you can really concentrate product in smaller areas of your face, which is why I love it. For concealer today, I haven't used this in a little bit, and I actually really love the Tarte Shape Tape Ultra Creamy Concealer. This is so much better than the original. Like, I don't even use the original or have it in my collection because it's so drying, but this one I really, really like. And I like this color on me. This one is in Medium Sand. I know I used a lot, but what I like to do is with any extra product that I have on my beauty sponge, I will just take it and kind of apply that onto my T-zone and other areas that I want to brighten. But of course, if you like less concealer, then just use a little bit less. Just do whatever works for you. Now for some cream bronzer, I'm going to go in with the Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Shaping Stick, and this one is in the shade Medium. I'm going to just use my e.l.f. Complexion Duo brush, and I like to just kind of swirl the product onto the brush. And I'm going to use this just to add some color back to the skin. Love this product. It blends really, really easily, and it just gives you the most perfect color. I know this is pricey, but I will say I do think this is worth the splurge because the formula is so nice. Okay, now let's do some cream blush. So I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. Putty Blush. This was actually in my bundle as well. So I have two colors that I added in my bundle. Bahamas, which is like a really pretty peachy orangey shade. One of my favorites, especially in the spring and summertime, but it's a good fall peachy orange color as well. But I'm gonna use the shade Bali today. And Bali is similar to Bahamas because it's a little bit warm, but it has a little bit more of a red undertone, and it's more toasty and like just the perfect fall shade. And I feel like this color is very underrated, and it looks more intimidating than what it actually is. And I feel like a lot of people would steer away from it because it literally looks like a red blush, but I'm telling you guys, it's the perfect fall color. I'm just gonna apply this and kind of blend it upwards towards the bronzer. And look at that color. See, it is so wearable. And I feel like that's the case with a lot of cream blushes in general. They look very intimidating in the packaging, but then when you actually apply it, you're like, oh, this is cute. And I feel like that's the case with this color. It's so pretty. Now I'm going to set everything with the Retouch Soft Focus Setting Powder. I'm going to apply this on my T-zone to set, and then I'm going to use a different powder to set the rest of my face. But this is one of my holy grail loose setting powders. If you guys know, you know. It's very smoothing and blurring. It also has that spherical powder in here, and it's just a very smoothing powder that looks great in pictures, and that's a non-drying formula. So I'm going to use this with my sponge. That's how I like to apply my loose powder. It just looks so good every single time, and it's one of those products that I can use with any foundation, any concealer combo, and the powder, it just never disappoints. Like, it looks good every single time. So again, you guys can get this Instagram filter duo for $25, so check it out if you are interested. It really is one of my favorite duos together. I just love the combination of these, and I love that they're universal. Like, you could really use them with all your favorite products. Then to set the rest of the face, I'm going to use the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop powder in the shade Light Medium. Now I'm going to add some powder bronzer. I'm going to use the Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Bronzer, and this one is also in medium. I really, really like this. This has a really great formula, and I figured I would just switch it up because I've been using my Juvia's Place bronzer in like all of my videos. So I'm like, let's use something a little bit different today. But I actually really like this, and I love the color Light Medium actually as well. Then for powder blush, I'm going to go in with the Burt's Bees Toasted Cinnamon Blush. This is one of my all-time favorites. I always use this, especially in the fall time. So I'm going to take this with this It Cosmetics brush that I have. This is actually a blush brush. I'm just gonna apply that just again upwards towards the bronzer. And then for highlighter, this is another classic favorite for me, and this is the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter. I can't get enough of this. It's so good, and it's natural, but it's pretty, and you're just gonna be like glowing from within. So this one is in the shade number 10, Be My Highlight. They do have, I believe, 2 other shades in this, and then they also have a palette with a couple different colors of this highlighter formula. So check out your local CVS, check out Ulta, check out online, because it's such a good formula, and if you're into like a natural kind of glow from within, you will love this. All right, I'm gonna go back into my 2-in-1 brow styler, and I'm gonna use the tinted brow gel to set these brows into place. And then for the eyes, all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into the Milani Ungilded Most Loved Mattes palette, and I'm gonna use this color right here. It looks really, really light, but it shows up more on the lids with a brush. And I'm gonna use that pretty much in the crease. You can see like it's so light in the pan, but then when you actually apply it, it shows up, and it is the prettiest color. I'm also gonna take that color and kind of drag it down a little bit on the lash line. Cannot find my brown liner literally anywhere, so I'm gonna just use black on the waterline today. Just gonna do a little thin line. Also gonna touch up the wings. You can see they are a little powdery from all the other products that I used. So whenever I mess up my wings and I want them just to be a little bit more cleaned up, I will take a flat concealer brush, normally the one that I use to clean up the brows. And sometimes it has a little extra product, so it kind of works out for me. But if not, you could always just take your brush, any concealer, foundation, whatever. And I like to put it right on the top of the brush, like this part, the tip. And then I just go right under that concealer and basically, the eyeliner, and basically just kind of carve it out and clean it up. And then usually just use my finger to kind of like blend that in a little bit, but it helps so much. And even here, like, I don't know if you can even tell, like I messed up, but just take that concealer, drag it right under. Then for the inner corners, I'm actually going to use the Michaela and Glam Light highlighter. I love this highlighter for the inner corners more than for the skin because it is really intense. And I'm just going to use that right in the inner corners. You could use honestly any like light highlighter or even like a white eyeshadow. All right, now we're gonna do lips. So I have 2 options that I feel like would be beautiful with this look. Obviously, like a nude lip, can't go wrong, but I'm gonna do something bold today because it's necessary with this look and for fall. So I have the Dose of Colors liquid lipsticks. You guys know I love these, and I have the shade Kiss of Fire here, which is a bright red. It's kind of like a holiday red. It's sort of like the color of my nails. Love this shade. But today I'm going to use the color Extra Saucy because it's more of like a deeper vampy red. I'm not going to use any lip liner. We're just going to freehand it and hope for the best. And I'm going to add a little bit of a banana powder. This one is the Essence Brighten Up banana powder, and I like to use brightening powder sometimes if I just want a little bit more of a highlighted look under the eyes. Just going to do a little bit right under here. And last but not least, I'm gonna go ahead and set the makeup, and I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Dewy Coconut Setting Spray, which you guys know I love. So that officially completes this super simple classic fall makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Everything will be linked down below. And thank you guys so much for, of course, hanging out with me today and just for all of your continuous support. I am always just truly blown away by all the love that you guys constantly show me. It never goes unnoticed. And I truly appreciate every single one of you guys. So thank you once again. Thank you a million times. But yeah, that is it for now. I love you guys and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye.